Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Leena. Today we are going to see Linux for VLSI engineers. It is your first step into the semiconductor industry. If you want to enter into VLSI or semiconductor industry, Linux is not optional. Every tool, whether it is Cadence Synopsys or Synopsys Design Compiler, it runs on the Linux server. So today I'm going to teach you some important Linux command that every VLSI beginner must know. Before entering into the session, please subscribe our channel. Now we are going to see 5 different types of Linux commands. The first command is navigation commands, then terminal management, file and folder management, file viewing, file editor commands. In the navigation commands, we have 6 different commands. The first one we are going to see is PWD, that is present working directory. This command gives us the full path of the current working directory. Whereas the ls command is used for listing all the files and folders present in the current working directory. ls-l is the command. It gives us detailed information about all the files and folders in the current working directory. ls-a, it is for giving all the hidden files and folders. The cd is the command change directory. If we want to move from one folder to another folder, we use the command cd. cd double dot, it is used for going to the previous folder. Next, the terminal management. We are using the command clear for clearing the terminal and history for listing out all the previous worked commands. Next, in the files and folder management, the first command that we are going to see is mkdir. This mkdir is used for creating new folder, and rmdir is used for removing the empty folder. Rm is used for deleting the file. Rm-r, it is used for deleting the folder that contains files and folders in it. Cp is used for copying file. Mv is used for moving and renaming the files. Touch, it is used for creating empty files. Next, we are going to see file viewing. In the file viewing, we have 4 different commands. The first one is head. Head, it is used for viewing the first top 10 lines of the files that we are currently working. And tail, it is used for viewing the last 10 lines of the file that we are working. The grep command is used for searching a particular text inside the file, whereas the cat command is used for displaying the file content in the terminal window. Next, we are going for file editor command. In this file editor command, we open a file using the vim command and we perform writing, copy, paste, delete, save. That is, the file editor command is used for opening a file and doing some editing operation inside that. Before entering into the commands, first let us create few folders and files so that it will be easy for understanding. This is my desktop. In the desktop, I am going to create a folder named as RTL2 GDS. Look at this. The folder RTL2 GDS is created. Now we need to include some files and folders into this RTL2 GDS. Look at this. I have included few files and created a folder named as code inside the RTL2 GDS directory. I have done all these because it will be easy for me to explain the concept clearly in the later point. And here I have also used VLSI terms like constraint.stc, innovus.log, pwm.io, rtl.v. I have used all these because it will be easy for the VLSI beginners to understand it. After doing all these, we need to open the terminal. In order to open the terminal, right click it and give open terminal. The terminal will be opened. This is our terminal. In this, our current working directory is RTL to GDS. Inside this terminal, we will be executing each and every commands. The first command that we are going to see is PWD, that is print working directory. It shows us the full path of the folder that we are currently working. Now let's see how this is working in the terminal. Here I have divided it into two. In the left side I have kept the folder and in the right side I have opened terminal. I have done it because whatever the command I am executing in the terminal, you can parallelly see the changes in the folder. First, what we are going to do is, we are going to execute the command pwd in the terminal. I am typing pwd and giving enter command. It gives us the full path of the current working directory. Our current working directory is RTL to GDS. This is inside desktop and desktop is inside admin and admin is inside home. So this pwd command is used for giving us the full path of the current working directory. The next command that we are going to execute is ls. ls is used for listing all the files and folders that is present in the current directory. Let us see how this is working in the terminal. In the terminal, now I am typing the command ls and pressing enter key. See, it's listing all the files and folders that are present inside the current working directory. Look at in the left hand side, this is our present working directory. Inside that we have code, constraint.stc, innovus, pwm, rtl underscore top. All these files and folders are listed here. The ls command is used to list all the files and folders present in the current working directory. The next command which we are going to see is ls-l. This command is used for giving the detailed information about all the files and folders present in the current working directory. Let us see this in the terminal. Look at here. In the terminal, I have typed ls-l and I am pressing enter key. It gives us detailed information about all the files and folders. That is, here you see folder, it is in the directory and these are all rewritable files. It is giving us the size, date, month and the time which the file is created. All the details are given here clearly. So ls-l, it gives the clear information about each and every files and folders. The next command which we are going to use is ls-a. This ls-a shows us all the hidden files and folders along with the files and folders present in the current working directory. In the terminal, I am giving ls-a and pressing the enter key. Look at this, it displays all the files and folders as well as the hidden files and folders. We are not having hidden files and folders, so this is just displaying it as ... The next command which we are going to see is cd, that is change directory. If we want to move a file from one folder to other folder, we are going to use the command cd. Let us see it in the terminal. Look, now we are present in the RTL to GDS folder. See it in the folder, we are present in the RTL to GDS folder. Now we want to move from RTL to GDS folder to the code folder. In order to move from one folder to another folder, we are going to use the cd command. In the terminal, we are typing the cd and we are entering the name of the folder which we want to enter, and then we are pressing the enter command. Now you look at, we are inside the code folder. After entering into the code folder, we want to see what all the files and folders available inside the code folder. So we are going to type ls, that it will be listing all the files and folders present inside the code folder. Look at here, inside the code folder we have 2 files. Those are listed here. Once after completing this operation, I wanted to go back to the RTL folder again. Now we are in the code folder. So to go back to the RTL to GDS folder, what we need to do? The command which we are using for going back to the previous folder is cd dot dot. Look here, I'm going to give cd dot dot in the terminal and pressing enter key. I'll be going back to the RTL to GDS folder. The next command which we are going to see is clear. Clear, it is for clearing the terminal screen for a clean workspace. Look here, in this terminal, we are having more number of commands already executed. If we want to clear all those, in the terminal, we'll be giving clear command. Once after giving the clear command, we are giving the enter. Look here, the clear command is used for clearing the terminal for clean workspace. It will not delete any of the files. The next command which we are going to see is history. History command gives us all the previously executed command list. Look at here. In the terminal, we are typing history and pressing the enter. It is giving us all the previously used commands. The next command which we are going to see is mkdir. mkdir is for creating new folder. Let's see in the terminal. I'm typing mkdir and giving name to the new folder. I'm giving it as physical design and pressing enter key. Look at in the folder. New folder is created inside the RTL to GDS directory. Next, I want to remove the folder, empty folder. So I am going to use rmdir command to remove the empty folder. Look here, in the terminal, rmdir command is used and we are going to give the name of the folder which we want to delete and we are going to press the enter key. After pressing the enter, you can see in the left hand side, the physical design folder got deleted. And the next command which we are going to see is rm. rm is for deleting the files. Look here, I am going to select one file which I want to delete and I am going to give in the terminal rm the file name which I want to delete and I am pressing the enter. That file will be deleted in the folder. The rm is the command for deleting the file. Next, I am using cp command. The cp command is for copying the file from one folder to other folder. In this code folder, we are having two files. One is rtl.v and other one is rtl_top.v. Now, I wanted to copy one file from RTL to GDS into this code folder. So, what I am going to do? Now, I want to copy this constraint.stc file to this code folder. So, I am going to give the command cp and I am going to give the file which I want to copy. The file which I want to copy is constraint.stc and I am going to give the folder name where the file to be copied. After giving it, I am going to press the enter key. Now you can see the constraint file inside the code. So the command cp is used for copying the file from one folder to other folder. The next command which we are going to see is MV. MV is used for moving a file from one folder to another, and it is also used for renaming the file. Let us see how it is working in the terminal. Look here. Now, first thing which I am going to perform is I am going to move the file from one folder to other. Here, I am going to move this innovus.log into the code folder. So, I am going to use the command mv, and the file which I want to move is innovus.log, and I am going to give the name of the folder where I am going to move it. After giving this, I am going to press the enter key, and look here, the file is not available here. It is now inside the code. So, what is the difference between CP and MV means? CP, it copies the file, but MV, it moves the file. Look at here, when we have done copying, we have the parent file and one more file is inside the code. But in the case of move, the file, it is moved into the code. We don't have the parent one in the RTL2 GDS folder. The next which we are going to see is we are going to use this move command for renaming the file. Now here we are having constraint.stc file. We are going to rename this file as c.stc. So we are using the command mv, and the file which is to be renamed is used. We are going to rename the constraint.stc, and what name we are going to give it is we are giving it in this place, that is c.stc, and we are pressing the enter key. After pressing the enter key, look, the file name is renamed. So mv move command is used for moving the file as well as for renaming the files. The next command which we are going to see is touch. Touch is for creating empty file. Let us see how it is working in the terminal. Look here, in the terminal, I have given the touch and given the name of the file. You can give any name. I have given design.v, and I'm going to press the enter key. Look, in the folder, there is a new file created in the name design.v. You can also ask, is it possible only to create .v, .stc files? It is not like that. You can also create .txt, .doc, every files can be created. Since it is for VLSI beginners, I am doing in these extensions. Here I have also given, you see here, touch. I am going to open one new .txt file. So I am giving the command touch, and I am giving name as pwm, and I am giving the extension as .txt. Now I am pressing the enter key, and you see pwm.txt file is created in the folder. The next command which we are going to use is rm-r. This rm-r is used for deleting the folders that contains files and folders inside that. Now look here, we know that rmdir command can delete only the empty folders. Now just let's try what it is happening when we are giving the command for the folder that is having content. See, rmdir, and I'm giving the code folder. Automatically after pressing the enter key, it is giving directory is not empty. So rmdir cannot delete the folder having files and folder. So in order to delete the folder having files and folder, we are going for rm-r, and we are typing the folder name which we want to delete, and we are pressing the enter key. See what happens. The file code which we were doing till now is not available. It got deleted. The next command which we are going to see is ed. This ed command is used for showing us the first 10 lines of the file which we are currently working. In the terminal window, I am typing the command ed and I am giving the name of the file that I wanted to view. After typing this, I am going to press the enter key. Once after pressing the enter key, it will display the first 10 lines that are present in the file. Look at this. In this, we are having totally 8 lines. This will consider the space as 1 line. We are having 8 lines. This space is 9th line and this space is 10th line. The next command we are using is tail. Tail is used for displaying the last 10 lines in the file which we are working. Look here. I am going to give tail and going to give the file name which we want to look into, and pressing the enter key, it will display the last 10 lines of the file which we want. Now we are going to the command grep. Grep is the command. It is for searching the text inside the file. In the RTL file, I want to pick all the lines which are having the word PWM. So in order to pick it, I am going for the grep command. Look, in the terminal window, I am typing the grep and the word which I want, I am typing next, and then I am giving the file name and then giving enter. Look here, the command grep is displaying all the lines that are having the word PWM. The next command which we are going to see is cat. The cat is used for displaying the content inside the file in the terminal. Let's see how it is working in the terminal. Look here. Here I have given cat and given the file name rtl.v and I am pressing the enter key. Look at it. It is displaying all the contents that are available in the rtl.v. So the cat is for displaying all the contents available in the file in the terminal window. Next, we are going to see file editing commands. These are the commands for editing the file. First, by using the vim, we will be opening the file, and by using all the other commands, we will be editing inside the file. Let's see one by one. First, you click this. I am going to open one empty file using vim. And I am going to open the design.v file. Look here, the file is open and now we need to write something into this file. In order to write things in this file, we have to press I key. Only after pressing it, we can type content in the file. Once after pressing I, you will get insert in the bottom of the file. Now you can start typing your codes and whatever you want to type. Look at this. I typed Linux commands for VLSI engineer. It is also for beginners. After completing this, if you want to save the file or if you want to come out of the file or copy, paste, delete, undo, whatever you want to do, you have to press the escape key. Only then you can do it. If you want to write, press insert I key, and if you want to do other operations, press escape and start doing it. I want to save the file. For saving the file, :w is the command. Press escape and type :w. It will appear in the bottom of the file. And then press enter. The file will be automatically saved. The next command is YY. YY is used for copying the lines and P is used for pasting. DD is used for deleting. U is used for undo. Let's see how these are working. Look at here. Now I want to copy the line for VLSI engineers and it is also for beginners. If I want to copy single line, I can just use YY command. If I want to copy two lines, I am going to use 2YY command. How we are going to use that means bring the cursor in the front of the line which we want to copy. After keeping there, just now we are going to copy two lines. So we are going to use 2YY. After keeping the cursor, just type 2YY and come to the bottom and paste it. It will be pasted. After pasting it, now I want to delete the last line. How I am deleting means I am bringing the cursor in the line which I want to delete and I am giving DD and pressing enter. The line which I don't want is deleted. And finally, I give :W for saving and :WQ for saving and coming out of the file. After closing the file in the terminal, I am going to the folder and opening the design.v file and checking whether all the corrections done and all the changes are saved or not. Once after confirming everything is saved, I'm just closing it. The file editor command, it is used for opening the file and doing all the editings in the terminal itself. All these commands are very important for the VLSI beginners to start their career.